Alright, this is the new Empire of Croatia on the newest episode of Senulatovic here. Um, in case if you weren't watching the last one, which I'm sure you did because you people like to forget things. I mean, there's a playlist. But anyways, um, yeah, Croatia has expanded its territory, which was originally all this, and now we've expanded into Duchy of Pest, Transylvania, half of Wallachia, and since I formed an empire, and also I'm of a Avar culture. Part of the reason I did this, so I can create the kingdom title of Pannonia, which you have to be either a Hungarian or an Avar to do it. I think Magyar would be more precise because Hungarian and Magyar are different. But I went to Pest. I moved my capital there, changed my culture to Avar, and one would think is like, good God, Jadranka, have you gone native? Not exactly. It's just I did this so I can create that title, and very soon I will change back to Croatian. We just founded this empire literally 2 days ago, and one would think I'm just appealing to the Avar minority there. I mean, they're still around, just not as widespread as they used to. So now it's time to reshuffle the deck, start giving away counties so I can move my capital back down to Sin. So Count Yanni, he's a dwarf and a falconer, and his son's also a dwarf, but he's Zoroastrian nonetheless, so I will give him the Duchy of Pest. Who's more capable to run the Duchy of Transylvania, skill-wise? Okay, it'll be Arslan shall run Transylvania, but it shall be Yanni that'll be the Khan of Pannonia. Now let me change my culture back to Croatian. Back to the way I was, even though I was just slightly different. As you can see down there, which went from Avar clothes to back to Croatian clothes. And plus, I can't move my capital here. I have to wait 600 months. But I know how to get back to here, so I can change another thing as far as tech goes and laws. Boyan Swordarm, the heir to the throne. You shall run Istria, and I guess Zaklumia too, because my capital is over there now. There, right back to the capital, just the way I want it. And one more. Create the duchy title. But who's gonna run duchy? I mean, I would rather have an Avar to live there. Unless I got a Vlach vassal. Got a couple of Avars. Real question, is any Vlachs living here? No. You don't have any? Okay, I'll give it to the Avar. If there's a Avar who's just a courtier and not a son of anybody or any dynasty, and has to be a male. Looking. Who's your folder? Just looking. This is gonna take a while before I actually get moving. Ah, here's one. You will run wild, okay? And get yourself a woman, and there you go. You have yourself a duchy now. But now I can fight Bulgaria just to get this county now as part of a de jure claim. Because, you know, since we found a new empire, I wish that they would accept offer, but no. He says, I am a king, and the base reluctance is too low. So we can't incorporate Bulgaria into our new empire, which would have been grander than ever. Because one of the other things about running an empire is that I can create the Imperial Academy, which the number requirements, you have to have 1,000 gold, and I of course have 5,000 prestige, but you need the number of titles of tier count in Rome is greater or equal to 75. In other words, you gotta have 75 counties under your control in order to create your own university. And if I wanted to be an expansionist, I would, well, get the rest of Pannonia, such as these two enclave counties here, and incorporate the rest, and that includes the land that we know today as Slovakia as well. And I may even consider going down to Greece, just to grab all of Greece, as a matter of fact, and create the kingdom title of Greece, and it shall be ran by a Greek who has to be a Zoroastrian. And we have to take over Constantinople as long as Bulgaria doesn't beat me there. And it even makes me wonder if the guy who created the universities mod is watching this. Is it possible, if you take over the land or county where their university resides, like in Bologna over there, is it possible that you could gain control of their university so you could have your students who are not Catholics? I mean, I'm a Zoroastrian here. Is it possible that we can use theirs once we take over theirs, and, you know, all that sort of thing? But I think that's highly doubtful. I think you would have to make it your own, now that you have an empire, a newly ran empire, which I have to be as big as the Holy Roman Empire, because the Byzantines are on decline due to the civil wars, expansion by Bulgaria, coming soon us, and the Seljuks of the east. So we'll get this episode moving in a moment. As a reminder, I am Queen Jadranka. Queen is the female equivalent of Kagan or Khan. The reason I'm called that because I founded this empire while I was an Avar, so I would be better known as the Empress of Croatia. But however, you know, a name like Croatia, it's like it's not just an empire for Croats, but it's also for, you know, Serbs, Avars, a few other minorities that I may have not mentioned. That includes, you know, bringing the Russians here, well, particularly Russian women who are married to our Croatian brethren. And very soon we would incorporate Greeks into our kingdom, once we create the Kingdom of Greece, and that includes its duchies. But for now, now that I founded the empire, I was about to say, hey, what happened to the back then she was my trade master. Oh, she's an Istria now. Never mind. I'm beginning to wonder, because I used to have a trade master, but I guess that won't happen. And I'm not about to give it to this Romovan woman, as the troops march home after that previous war that we've had to create another kingdom title for the creation of our new empire. Oh, and one more thing. Switching my focus to rulership because I did some reading. I'm not looking forward to be depressed. I'm trying to get rid of the cruel trait. You know, kind of like a Buddhist, trying to reject cruelty. But you can't do that as a Zoroastrian. Boyan uses uses the Zaklunian name as the primary title. And because of, spent so much money on this sort of thing, kind of want to make a quick one and fight a embargo war. So we can get some money out of it if we can finish the war quickly. I mean, I got a few more wars left in me before I finally pass away. And it'll be a real tragedy. Because it'll be like, end of an era. And I'm gonna be preparing a bit of an eulogy whenever she passes away. Where are these ships going? They're going to some other place. Oh, they're gonna... It's part of the Holy Roman revolt. Huh. Well, that's good. If our empire gets bigger and bigger, and if we get so much manpower, I may have to come up with a new rally point for the army. I'm not saying put it in the center like Ursula, but have two rally points. One goes here and the other goes... I don't know. If it gets bigger and bigger like that. Get the ships. Bring the whole army out here. Yeah, you're late. I guess it was from that other, county. That one way over there, and it sent its ships that way. Okay, we got a prisoner. Is our strategy still the same? Yeah. I was wondering, it's like, are we besieging any faster? No, it's just the city first and the rest from there. Oh, that one's got a little strong holding. And once I get all that money, just save up the strength. And, oh, it's from Venice. I thought it was from here. I'm not the one who's educating. What are you, nuts? Huh. Apostate found Herbert Mislav. If you got a house dog. Darikata, Slovenia. We'll bring out the branding iron. Just to teach him a lesson, and I'm not gonna put him on rest. Here comes the money. Just fulfilled that little ambition. Yeah, we did lose a few, but just give it time. Guess I could use that money to give it to her. Now that we have a trade master. Here you go. Malamir, a Bulgar. The Bulgarian uprising, that's in Transylvania. Oh, that's the problems of... How about this new empire? And it might start spreading soon. Oh, we might move a rally point up to... Oh, I don't know. Krzovici. And this new army of Pannonia isn't really enough. Still a relatively new, kingdom. Okay, start marching this way. After all that money I earned? No. What's Bulgaria up to? Third Bulgarian War for Lesser Poland. Mark the Liberator. Neat, that's something. I think I see an opportunity. Just beat these guys first and I'll think about it. Oh, I got an idea. Move rally point and rally point should go up there. Don't even try pronouncing that for those who are not Hungarian watching this. Unless you have some knowledge to the language, if you want to know the name of that particular county. Again, part of the reason I'm doing that is, well, I'm going to do something stupid. Since Bulgaria is going to be fighting for Lesser Poland over there, well, I'm going to be fighting them too. But, no, you can't. Don't want to be Truceburg and lose all that prestige I've gained somewhere. Well, time to think of something else. Can I declare war on Brno? No, because we're not bordered with them. We could declare war on their revolt, but what good would that do? I mean, I could grab that, but the problem is, you got the Holy Roman Empire and others breathing down our neck. And we haven't... Nope. Well, I guess you're gonna have to wait it out then. Just enjoy your peacetime. With the rulership focus, should there be any more religious uprisings, we'll put them down. Let's put a new right point here. That's where our troops will be going, so we won't reunite towards the coast unless there's a threat. Unless there's a threat to us from there, so I guess we'll be doing... There it is. Make sure that it doesn't happen again. We're doing the Transylvanians a favor. Yep. Holy Roman Empire is going after Bulgaria. Oh boy. King Yanni, not Khan Yanni, King Yanni. Feels I risk too much of my escapees and try to persuade me to stop risking my life. But it is such a thrill. Cartoon / Empress of Croatia. So you could say, yes, I'm an Empress, but in the Serbo-Croatian language it's Tsarina. And to the Avars here, I'm a cartoon to them, so known by many names. You know, Dalmatia's an awfully powerful vassal, so maybe one of these days, unless I play the next character who's got a better intrigue skill than I do. Yeah, he will. He will have better intrigue. That I gotta revoke the title Dalmatia and grab Zadar and split for the new emperor, and that way I want to control Dalmatia for myself. You know, beautiful Dalmatia, because that is a rich place to be, especially when you got two Varams and another city, and eventually build a new holding there. So I'm just gonna live in peacetime for now, and just wait for the event, and hopefully I can get rid of the cruel trait. Oh yeah, I forgot about these prisoners from Venice. Godless occultists. Where the hell is he? 3 years old. Perfect. Who is our most renowned robot? Homobad or whatever. Do it. I'll put her under house arrest for this. You know what? We're not gonna ransom her. No. She'll be excluded from that. Oh yeah, and don't forget I have the kingdom title of Serbia as well, but I'm still keeping it. I'm still keeping the title of Serbia till further notice. Unless... oh yeah, he desires it, but the problem is, doesn't control all of Serbia because the Croatian runs these two counties here, and I would have loved to have that title revoked. I mean, if I were to give it to him now... oh no, he can control part of it. It's just Dubrovnik is of the other control, and Belgrade. Matter of fact, they're both Dalmatian, right? Yep, Dalmatian. Why it's a little complicated thing. That's the reason why I still wait for the day for Duke Zvonimir to do something stupid and give me a reason to righteous imprisonment and have his titles revoked. but I'll be saving up my money for the next future emperor. Part of the reason why I was hesitant, because all these giant Christian kingdoms would mull it. See? Ended right then and there. Dalmatian claim for Nish. That's in Bulgaria. How do you get a claim on that? Strong claim. I bet that was due fabrication. Look, I can only declare one war for reason, that's Tono, but that'll be for some other time. Hey, here's an idea. Several tanner owners have sent us come forward to my court with complaints against Duchess Mirana the drunkard. Isn't that the Roshkin one? Yeah. Apparently she's gone to drunken rampages in all their establishments, and they are demanding compensation. Duchess Mirana claims to have no memory of the nights in question. You drunk? Yeah, you are, and you live a hedonist life. Duchess Mirana shall compensate the tavern owners. Plus, she's not fond of me. So just do it. As more and more people seek on into my court, I've come to realize there's much to do when it comes to the administration realm. I must work harder. Excellent. I'm finally diligent after all these years. More virtues from me. Let's do a feast, shall we? Haven't done that in a while. Once for the heck of it. Well, I guess that feast is gonna have to wait. Or is it cancelled or whatnot? Yep, we have to cancel. Sorry. These religious uprisings are gonna happen a lot. Also good. These Bulgar people there have shown an error of their ways. So in this case, go to here. Well, actually, just get back over here. Just temporary. The University in Oxford. In recent years, the necessity for an educated clergy has brought the creation to larger, more organized schools. One of such schools in Oxford has achieved particular prominence in students from all across England and are flocking to take advantage of its teachings. If I only had a time, which I never will, because I'm a Zoroastrian. Yeah, sure. How many troops does Pannonia have? Not enough. Because you're not fully feudalized, right? No, you are. You got your holdings and everything, unlike the time when we conquered it. Oh, thank goodness he did not let them besiege that holding. Must be in the vanguard. Should they ever spring up here again, just keep those guys there. Oh, a holding war between Slovenia and Bulgaria. It's always nice. Strange. My zeal and religious beliefs had led me to become more respected and given me more prestige. Have I known this sooner? I'm known to be a prestigious and pious Empress, so that's fine. Age 107 and still alive, and the frailty of old age has never got the best of me. It's a miracle. I mean, did Ahura Mazda really bless me for that long life, along with all the other benefits? Okay, till be next year. Maybe I should switch to intrigue. Because I just really want to revoke Dalmatia badly and get those two under my control. But that's my ego talking. Rashka wants Vidin. Okay, Dalmatia wants Nish and Rashka wants Vidin. You know, if you win that war, maybe I should give that kingdom a title to you. And now Alkia's going to know. Man, everybody wants a piece of Bulgaria, don't they? Oh, some money. Whoa, better spend it on something. Oh, I just remembered something. Because that culture change, I need to bring back the Khazars. And that includes over there. Bring the heavy cavalry back. You actually named it after a county? Oh, I see the name origin. Yeah. Wait a minute. Huh? Kill him? That's her ego talking. It's a rival. Yeah, they're part of a rivalry and don't like each other. She's married to... yeah. Zoroastrian marriage. Oh, they're about to grab Nish. Yep, now it's part of our empire. And maybe Rashka could grab it, and maybe I'll give the title Serbia to her. What until then... No, incorrect. Cultural difference. I would rather have a Serbian to run. Serbia. Let's try that feast again. Welcome to the feast. Huh. Herbad doing greatly approves of the fire eaters. Shouldn't you be concerned since you're a Herbad? So we're friends suddenly. Oh. Whatever. Okay, again, about the Herbad. You know, him who runs the Zoroastrian Fire Temple there. Why would you be amused by people who eat fire? I mean, don't you know the meaning of fire in Zoroastrianism? Perfect. What are you anyway? Aha! Now I know. Despite the fact that you're zealous, but you're still considered an immoral priest because of your wrathfulness. And yet you think fire eating's entertaining? If this were to happen in your fire temple, would you feel very, very offended? And to Zoroastrians worldwide that may or may not be watching this video? Just out of curiosity, but that's only for you people to ask, which I hardly doubt it. As far as the name Croatian Empire goes, should I let it be called Empire of Croatia or Empire of Yugoslavia, just like what I did with the Vukovic tales back then? Huh. Dukovsky. Claim Peruthia. Oh yeah. So, going up against your brother. Good luck at that. Oh. Maybe I could beat her to it. You know what, I'll owe him a favor for this. This'll be hilarious. We got him. Good luck at that, my ass. We're just gonna... Plus she was my estimate. The prosperity of sin prompted the increasing desire for a great library in the country so that learned people can always find entertainment. Oh wow, that's cheap. Great library. Knowledge is power. I guess that's what our great capital would be also known for. Having a great library. There. All done. Okay. Our dwarf friend will be our... That's about it. Huh. Seven 4 against the tyranny of their emperor. You got the heir to Poland is the Basilia herself. Basilica. You know, if she were to get Poland now, that would make the Byzantine Empire spring up. It'll spring up, it'll be more powerful than you could ever imagine. But to be as powerful as the Holy Roman Empire. That's what I'm afraid of. Her again? You drunk, ugly, dull person. Pay your money again. My recent events increased my grasp of stewardship. Excellent. Seems I'm good at everything, huh? I'm a religious philosopher, I'm a warrior, apprentice board gamer, now amateur steward. Yeah, get away from there. Right, come back over here. Got your barony back. And Vidin is now joined a part of the Croatian Empire thanks to the Russian Duchess. Just picking apart Bulgaria. Fine by me, because I would rather incorporate Bulgaria into our new empire. You know, that little 75 counties thing? Well, I guess we'll do that the hard way. $95 gold for a bag of meats. Named it after father, huh? What's this? Okay. Oh shit. Keep picking apart Bulgaria piece by piece. And if I was a real jackass, I would have done a border dispute war. I mean, I don't have a claim on that, but maybe one of these days we'll just have it there and get Constantinople ourselves. I mean, we're not afraid of the Byzantines anymore. We're at their level in terms of strength. And look at me, I'm 111 years old. Matter of fact, our peace deal with the Byzantines is set to expire in 2 years. And we'll fight against them again, and I'm thinking about going down south. Just grab a Duchy of Thessalonica, and then eventually Empress, which would include that island there. Down to Athens, Aegean Islands. That's what I mean. We want to create the Kingdom of Greece. We want to create the Kingdom of Greece title, We'll have a Greek Zoroastrian run the place. He died of the measles, but he grabbed a county for all of us. Perform a sky burial. Sky burial? I guess this is for Elamag. Alright, fine. Should take the mountains, stop doing myself. Take him up to the mountains myself. Okay, I guess we'll give Elamag a sky burial, apparently, because he was the last Duke of it. After reaching the mountains, I carefully placed the body in what I deem a good location. I can hear the vultures soaring above me as I perform the necessary rituals. When I start to make my way back down, it doesn't take long until the vultures begin to tear at the flesh and will both beak and claw. You're with me now, Elamag. Apparently he never get to see the birth of his daughter, Kalti. Don't know how to say that name, but unfortunately he's not gonna get to see that daughter of his. Any other avars that want to run this place? How about you? Be sure to run the place, Tubbs. Hold down the fort. Yeah, that was kind of unusual. Had to do a sky burial for some guy that I barely knew. Only I knew for a fact that he was the first place to run Wallachia. How many crates of goods do I have? Again, our county, minority settlement, center of worship, regimental grounds, scholars foundation, and a great library. I already have a grand library in my castle. Bring back the Gazars. Not much of a stewardship skilled person, but he's competent. No, what are you, nuts? Oh, what the hell? Galacia is under the control of the Mazdakis. Persecuted by wolves. You gotta bring that county back, huh? It's too bad we've severed communications. Oh, with the Russian Zoroastrian friends, because we don't have marriage relations anymore. Because you know, I've outlived so many heirs and all that sort of thing. Unless I play as the next character, then we can establish relations with them again. But again, the reason why I yelled out because I popped my right arm. Yeah, gee. Everybody's going after Bulgaria, but I'm just gonna let them maul it. I mean, I would rather see their Byzantine vessels take over all of Bulgaria than I would come in, swoop in, and take all the lands back, and it's part of our empire. And then we'll continue our Greek conquest. That's just me being, you know, smart and trying to assess the situation. Well, we'll fight the Byzantines in 2 years, just to start from there. Work has become boring and the hours of the day drag on. Diligence may be a virtue, but is exhausting. No kidding. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about this feature. Imperial administration. A system of the administration is similar to that of the Roman Empire, with a hierarchy of magistrates and functionaries running daily business in the name of the emperor. It allows for a power structure that hands less power to the permanently landed vassals. Here, I'll help you with the mad woman. So yeah. Now it's 1082. 10 years after the Empire of Croatia was found, well, almost. Now it's a hereditary, absolute imperial autocracy. In fanciful words, it's a dictatorship. Because all the power and control goes to me and the people answer to me, that sort of thing. Even if I'm the longest lived, non-immortal ruler that I've ever played as. Alright, the truce is going to be expiring. So, in the next episode, I will fight against the Byzantines. If that is my last war, and just go down and take these counties. A peasant accused of murder is dragged before my court. His wife and children are found butchered in a small hut they called home. And he was standing nearby, covered in blood. Despite this damning evidence, the man continues to profess his innocence. What shall be done of him? Toss him into the dungeons and leave him there. Again, I'm the Empress, and they answer to me. Hey, your child's not a dwarf. It's your first son that is a dwarf. No, Bear Lad is now part of the Croatian Empire. You're doing me good, just little by little. We're just taking it apart, piece by piece. I'm 114 years old. This is insane. How about the longevity I have? But don't worry, I know you might find this episode a bit boring and whatnot, but in the next episode we'll fight the Byzantines for the control of this duchy here, and that's what I'm gonna go for, because they contain a Orthodox holy site that I'm willing to take it apart So the Orthodox moral authority will go down and heresies will pop up within the empire, and hopefully the Seljuks would come in and kick their ass from the east, or whatever that they're going to be doing. So until then, that is it for this time. So long for now.